Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone have a good day last week. And now today we are gonna talking about best RTS game series. So let's begin our countdown. The Southern Strike series is known for its focus on World War II and its tactical gameplay. The player selects a faction such as Soviets, Germans, or Allied forces and gains control of various units including infantry, tanks, and artillery. The game's primary focus on tactics, with an emphasis on strategic decision making and battlefield maneuvering rather than resource gathering, and base development commonly found in traditional real-time strategy games. The battles in the games are represented in an isometric perspective with line of sight, occlusion, and vertical cover. Each installment likely features different campaigns and scenarios based on real-time battles and events from the war. The latest game in the series, Southern Strike 4, offers bigger battlefields, more units, better graphics, new scenario, and legendary commanders with individual abilities, making it more tactical and realistic than even before. Overall, the Southern Strike series provides players with the opportunity, the experience, and the challenge strategic decision-making of commanding armies during World War II. The Company of Heroes series is a real-time strategy video game that series set during World War II. The first installment series was set during the Battle of Normandy and allowed players to command two United States military units, then followed by two expansion packs, Opposing Fronts and Tales of Valor, which add new faction and campaign. In 2013, Company of Heroes 2 was released, which was set on the Eastern Front of World War II. The game was followed by several expansion packs, including the Western Front armies, Ardennes Assault, and the British Force. The latest installment is Company of Heroes 3, released at 2023, which is set in the Mediterranean theater of World War II and features new faction and gameplay mechanics. The game series was well received for its innovative gameplay mechanics and attention to historical accuracy, while still maintaining the core gameplay elements that made the first game so popular. The Supreme Commander is a popular strategy game series. The series is well known and has a dedicated fan base. The first game series introduced the concept of a giant mechanoid called the Armored Command Units or ACU, which players control as the Supreme Commander. The latest installment is released in 2010. One of the key technical innovations of the game was its strategic zoom feature, allowing players to switch between a screen-wide map and close-up micromanagement of battles. Overall, the Supreme Commander series has been well received by players and critics alike. It introduced innovative gameplay mechanics and expanded the real-time strategy genre. The series continued to have a dedicated fan base and has left a lasting impact on the genre. Empire Earth series is a real-time strategy game that offers a unique and immersive gameplay experience. It features many civilizations to choose with and era progression, notably from Stone Age to Future Age. The first game of the series, Empire Earth, was released at 2001 and praised for its in-depth gameplay and received positive critical acclaim, then followed by the Art of Conquest as expansion pack in 2002. The Empire Earth 2 was released at 2005 and followed by the expansion at 2006. It has improved the visual, gameplay mechanics, and more detailed environments. The most notable feature, it has territory control mechanics and civic research that innovates this genre. The latest installment, Empire Earth 3, was released at 2007. It features only 3 civilizations, which lead to simplified game and lack of depth and complexity of the previous game. Moreover, Empire Earth 3 received negative review from both critics and fans alike. The game removed much of complexity and variety that made the previous games in the series stand out, and the poor pathfinding and substandard performance distracted from the gameplay experience. I think the series must get remake in HD version or make the next sequel because the series has a big fans. The StarCraft series is set in the beginning of 26th century and centers on the galactic struggle for dominance among 4 species. The first series released at 1998, it offers fresh, innovative, and addictive gameplay. StarCraft is a well-crafted game that has stood the test of time. It has a lot of personality and engaging gameplay that still holds up today. The game's graphics and visual effects are impressive, and the unit and the building animations are highly detailed and imaginative. Even it gets remastered version, which has a better visual, better UI, and online feature. The The second installment, released at 2010, titled as Wing of Liberty. In StarCraft II, several major changes and improvements were introduced compared to the first game. These changes aim to enhance the gameplay experience and provide new features for players. And now, StarCraft II become completely free game and has a popularity as popular esport game. While StarCraft II introduced many positive things, some players may still prefer certain aspects of the original StarCraft game. The Dawn of War series is highly regarded RTS game that has received positive review from both fans and critics. The first Dawn of War released at 2004, then followed by 3 expansion packs to enrich the gameplay. They are Winter Assault, Dark Crusade, and Soulstorm. Cumulatively, the expansion added 5 new factions to the game's pre-existing selection of 4, making for a total of 9 factions to choose from, along with adding dozens of new maps, tweaks, and others. The second installment, Dawn of War 2, released on 2009, then followed by 2 expansion packs, the Chaos Rising and Retribution. The game has a strong focus on squad-based combat, which is a refreshing change from the base building mechanics from the first series. The game is also improving the AI, the game mechanics engine, and the game mechanics. Dawn of War 3, as the latest installment, has great visual, enriched the atmosphere with detailed models and environment. The game's focus on hero units called Elites adds a new layer of strategy to the game and make battles more exciting. Overall, the Warhammer 40k Dawn of War series is highly recommended for fans of the RTS genre and the Warhammer 40k universe. One of most influential series to the RTS genre with their mechanics, gameplay, and innovation. Warcraft has 3 main games as core game in RTS game. They are Warcraft, Orcs, and Humans that released in 1994, Warcraft 2, Tides of Darkness with its expansion of 1996, and the latest is Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos, and followed by the Frozen Throne at 2003. Following the successful latest installment, the Blizzard continued to make Warcraft Reforged, which is basically Warcraft 3 with many improvements like graphics and detailed models. But many promised features and updates were not included in release of Reforged, leading to mixed reception from critics and negative reception from the fans, resulting in Blizzard offering refund. Otherwise, the blending of RTS and RPG elements makes for a unique experience, and a strong multiplayer component adds to the game's replayability. Overall, the Warcraft series is a classic RTS game that has won awards and changed the genre for some players. The Command & Conquer series is a long-running real-time strategy game franchise that has been around since the mid-1990s. Over the years, the series has seen many iterations and spin-offs with varying degrees of success. They have many games that influence the RTS genre to the next level. The first game as Command & Conquer have 3 more sequels under the Tiberium series. The Tiberium universe is set in a future where a mysterious substance called Tiberium has begun to spread across the world. The Command & Conquer Red Alert series has 3 main games and is most popular with set in alternate history of Cold War era. The other series is Command & Conquer Generals, which followed by an expansion pack in 2003. Generals is set in a modern-day conflict between the United States, China, and a terrorist organization. Overall, the Command & Conquer series has had its ups and downs over the year, with some games being more successful than others. However, the series has remained popular among fans of the real-time strategy genre, and the remastered version of the original game shows that the classic gameplay still holds up after all this year. Age of Empires is a popular real-time strategy game series that has been around since 1997. The series has been praised for its historical accuracy and educational value, as well as its engaging gameplay. The series has 4 main core-based games, which each game has different ages of gameplay. The first installment starts in the Stone Age to Iron Age. The second one starts from the Dark Age to late Medieval Age. The third game began at Discovery Age to early Industrial Age, and the latest installment begins at 11th to 16th century. Mostly, the game mechanics consist of base building, resource gathering, unit training, technology research, and advancement, and real-time combat. The third game has a new concept system called Home City, where players can send shipments of resources and units from their home city to aid their colony. The latest game, Age of Empires 4, has been praised for its polished and deep gameplay mechanics, incredibly historical campaign, and attention to historical accuracy. In conclusion, The Age of Empires series has left a lasting legacy in the real-time strategy genre. The Total War game series is a popular and impressive strategy game that has been running for 2 decades. It has unique mechanics that combine turn-based element in strategic aspect with an RTS element for tactical gameplay. The series has 15 core releases as well as several spin-off games, and each game offers a unique and detailed look at the military tactics, political system, and cultural dynamics of its respective time period. This series have strong emphasis on historical educational value and also have addictive gameplay mechanics. The games have represent many historical era and their associated political entities, ranging from empires, small kingdom, frontier barbarian, tribes, and even vassal and client states, which adds much historical accuracy as possible. Overall, the Total War game series is highly regarded for its immersive gameplay, historical accuracy, and attention to detail. The series has also successfully experienced with the fantasy genre, with Total War Warhammer being a standout success. And that's our line. I hope this list has helped you discover some new games to try out. Let me know in the comments which one are your favorites, and if I miss any that you think this will be included. Thank you for your watching, and we will see you in the next video. See ya!